gave you my heart.
Okay. Hey everyone, it's, well, me, Craft and Bro Studios here, and I'm in Minecraft, which is a site I don't think any of you have seen for quite a while, if you've been viewing the channels for for a long time, really. But this is kind of an add-on to the Minecraft Refresh series that I'm working on with my friend Brandon Prime, also one of my co-hosts on the Movie Geeks podcast. But I am not here for that. Now I'm in creative mode because there's not really anything else I need to add right now. Um, so this is the Realm server that Brandon and I use for the series. All this was built in Survival as well, so nobody get any ideas. And this video is mainly useful for the purpose of giving you guys a tour. So I'm going to give you a tour of this entire place. And another reason I'm in creative mode is because there's some stuff on this mountain here that we're going to check out later. So we'll start off at this cave over here, since this is a very crucial point of the series. Some of this was actually built for mainly filming purposes. So the cave, for instance, has been built for whenever we need to film someone coming out the portal or the portal being lit again. So we'll go into the portal so you guys can actually see the interior. So this is going to be like an up close look at the set to give you guys a rough overview. So here's the portal which you saw me come out of in the series, as well as Rutus, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. And yeah, Brandon built most of the cave himself, and he did add the mostly cobblestone, the vines, and he even added this structure piece for the portal. Now, in the video, or in one of the recent episodes, you may have seen me and Brandon take out components of the portal. Well, mainly we just took out some bits of obsidian. I've repaired it here because we might need to film it again, and we want it to be camera ready, so to speak. Right. So that was the hidden portal cave. Okay, moving on to this bit. Now, this is, I think, still a work in progress at the moment. This is more or less our mining facility. So we've got two mining facilities. This is the bigger one. I built this one myself because like before recording all this, I used to do a lot of stuff on Minecraft Bedrock, which I had on my phone. We used to build quite a bit of stuff. But yeah, so we've got armor forgery, and then we've got ore smelting in here. No, we're still trying to figure out what else to put in here. We're gonna keep this as like a mining facility and add in all the stuff that we'd normally do with all the ores and everything. Now down here, this is one of the bigger parts of the well, I guess you could call it a farm, but I don't know if that counts now. The giant minecart circuit thing. I don't really know what to call it. But I spent several days trying to connect all the minecart tracks together. Some of them, there are still a couple of other minecart tracks around here, mainly in the distance there, if you can see through the darkness. But yeah, I connected several of the minecart tracks. I had to mine out some bits of the cave, and yeah, then there's also a track circuit that goes down here, which I will very quickly show you all. So it goes down here, and we've got some strip mines here. So this is more or less like a stopping station. So if we want to come to a stop here and do some strip mining, then we'll press the lever in the minecart. I think we'll hopefully stop here. But it doesn't stop there because it can also go further into the cave. Me and Brandon haven't figured out another part of these old mines yet. I'm thinking about turning them into other strip mines, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So the track will continue further, and then it stops here. But if Brandon and I want to like further extend it, then we definitely will. Okay. So that's very much the cave piece. Well, most of the minecart stuff. Let me see. Right, I'm going to get back up to the surface quickly. What else is there? So there's another little bit here that I'm gonna add in. So we might turn this into like maybe an ore collection bit. Well, I'm not sure. Haven't spoken around about the Minecraft stuff for a bit actually. So before I quickly go to the surface, this water elevator, very very large one, I should say. This, as you can see, goes down to the surface, well, mainly the surface of the cave. So if we need to do some mining down here, so like this would go on some redstone, I won't mine it now because I'm in creative and that's cheating. But yeah, I'm mainly responsible for building this giant underground cave minecart system, you could say. That's the word I'm looking for. Right. Now, because this is very extensive, I do kind of forget from time to time how to get out. Ah, here we go. And yeah, this is all underneath the mining facility. Me and Brandon originally tried calling it a quarry, but yeah. Right. Here we go. Oh, it's night time. Wonderful. Right, so moving on. So because this originally started off as a farm, if you watch Brandon's series on his channel, we've got quite a lot of farm bits of farmland. So we've got some beetroots, some carrots growing here. I recently planted most of this actually, because I harvested most of the crops. But yeah, we've got some sugarcane here. We've got beetroot and carrot, as I just said. This is Brandon's house, as you can see, with the nice colourful blue sign there. Nice job, Brandon. Um, Also, there's cobblestone walls around most of the facility or farm. I normally call it different names. Then we've got another bridge here, which Brandon actually built himself, and the jack-o'-lanterns. I think nice touch. Then Brandon's built a little composter here. Brandon and I have built some stuff on our own, some stuff together, but yeah. So as mentioned, that's Brandon's house. Then we've got a wheat farm here, and some of it is still growing. Oh, there's some more beetroot here. Now I think most of this was wheat, as far as I can remember. So I added some other crops in. Then Brandon, this is I think a fairly recent addition to the farm, but Brandon's built a vine farm, uh, and dare I say it's going along quite well. All the vines are growing quite nicely. Then then there's my house. So this is based on a tutorial video I saw on YouTube. So yeah, I took some creative liberties. I'll show you what's inside. So I've got a nice little chair and table here, crafting table, cauldron, which I need to fill with water, furnace. And then underneath I've got a little storage area here. Then out here, my garden with my dogs. Yeah, I have more dogs than Tom's car, which is, I'd say, an achievement. Right, right. This little guy is Tommy. He was my first dog. Then I've got Lily, who I named after a friend of mine. Don't ask. And then I've got Logan, who was the love child of Lily and Tommy. Again, don't ask where I got the names. Okay, so moving on, we've got a little pumpkin farm here, and in here we have a barn. I I got all the livestock, so the chickens, cows, pigs, the sheep, and then at the top here we've got storage for stuff we might need. So this bit is also a recent addition. We've got some crops here. We've got farming materials. So if we need to put in hose, sticks, some cobblestone walls or whatever. So this is basically where we're going to put like excess farming materials that we don't need to use just yet. Right, so that is the barn. Right, here's some more farmlands. This was originally where my larger house was. If you check out the series, then I had a larger house that was here. And I did try to hide like a trophy room in the bottom of my house, but Brandon came on the server and said, yeah, no. And that was kind of in the early days because Brandon said we should only use creative for emergencies only. And building a house was, I think, a large emergency. So these were from my old house. So we've got got a little pig farm, and I have named all the I've named all the pigs. Sorry, my head's all over the place at the moment. So let me introduce you to my pigs. So this is Gerald, Casey. No, I didn't name that one. Benedict, Amber, Chris, who I named after someone I really don't like. The Casey pig is also named after someone I don't like. Uh, some of these I think still need names, so I'll need to rectify that. Over here we've got we've got a melon farm here, which I originally built, but Brandon's added on to it, which is pretty good. Thank you, Brandon. And right, moving on to here we go. So what we've got here is a storage building. I'm mainly the one who built this, and I added pressure plate doors, which made it very annoying. So we've got building materials, tools, farming materials, and materials for when we eventually head to the Nether, which probably will be for a while. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, and then we've got I can't remember what this is. This is another smaller armor forgery. So we've got blast furnace, anvil, cauldron. Not sure why that's here. Regular furnace, then crafting tables here, storage bit, and then if we go to the little basement here, I've got a little hall of armor, very Iron Man-esque. Some more storage in case there's more armor that can't go in there or in here, which is another recent addition. It's what's more of an armor suit up thing. So you go on the pressure plate. I think this is a pretty popular thing I've seen on YouTube. But you step on the pressure plate and you get equipped with whatever armor you've put in. That is the armor forgery. Right, now we're going to move into some of the desert land, I guess you could say. So this one I actually built by myself as well. So I've had a lot of time on my hands. So this I built myself, and it is, as you can tell, a lighthouse. I am possibly thinking of in future adding some, like maybe a redstone variant of this to it, but I'm not. I haven't decided yet. So right, let's go inside. There's also a little pier here in case Brandon and I need to do some fishing. I think there's some fish here and some sea turtles. Hello. Right, let's get back in, shall we? Okay, so this bit is just like a general storage area. And then we go up a level, and then we've got some stuff I think you probably see in a lighthouse. So we've got a smoker, crafting table, a fletching table, and a cartography table, which is I think what you use to make maps. Yeah, it is. Right. Then we go up a level. Originally, this is actually where the light portion of the lighthouse was, but I decided to make it a little balcony piece, and I'd rather this was kept as non-accessible. I might change a couple things in future, but for now, I kind of like it. Okay, what else is there? Right, I'll head up there in a minute. Here we go. We've got a little dock piece here. So this bit I originally built, but Brandon, as you can see, has added on to it a little bit. We added some torches just to make sure the place gets lit up, and to ensure that no hostile mobs spawn, which I think is a good thing. Ooh, and another thing I forgot is the horse stable. Me and Brandon don't have horses yet, so we've put this here in case we need any. And these horses don't have names yet either. Right. Okay. Well, got a little forest here, which I kind of started from scratch. Cobblestone stairs as well to make traversing it a bit easier. Then we've got kind of a big pond here with several fish in it. Correctly. Yep. Some cod, some salmon. Me and Brandon want to get some fish for food. Then we know where to find it. Okay. Right, now I think is the time to head over to this mountain portion here. So here's another bridge, courtesy of Brandon, with jack-o'-lanterns. Again, nice touch. Might be a reference to the villain of that series, Rutus. You will know this if you watch the series. Again, go check out Brandon's channel. So this is the mining facility that Brandon worked on. I added some stuff onto it. So in here, I've added a little storage area of some chests. I do love my storage. And then down here we've got a strip mine. This is what I've decided to use this bit for. So there's, I think, some ore in here, which is pretty good. So these have been kept purposefully short, because I think there's some water behind one of these. But again, if need be, like the minecart track from earlier, we can expand onto it if we have to. Right. I think that's it for most of this general area. Now let's head up to the top of the mountain, where we actually have a mountain village. But before we do that, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm kind of winging my way through this. We've got ourselves a little graveyard, which I told Brandon was very depressing, but he insisted on it. So here we've got for Desmond the Villager. You'll know this if you watch the series. He was the villager who, in the show, helped me build my larger house. And, also, well, not my larger house. I think so. My memory of the series is kind of diminishing a bit. So Desmond in the show was an unseen character who helped me build my new place and my old place, which is pretty good. And then, this is a spoiler for I think the most recent episode, the grave of Granny Prime, which is quite sad, I will say, but all good things. And if you've seen the video, you'll know that there's some new enemies alongside Rootus that will be joining the series soon, hopefully. Right, so now we climb up this mountain. Now, if you remember watching any of the episodes, then you will more than likely know that this is where Desmond's house used to be, and I've expanded it into a nice little mountain village. I try to keep this quite close to like a typical regular Minecraft village, which is why I've got one of these here. I can't remember the name. Grindstone. Then we've got a couple houses here. We've got some villager occupants. I haven't decided if any of these will be related to Desmond. I prefer to keep that guy as like an off-screen character. Then we've got an iron golem who's protecting the place. Hello. I click him, but I don't want to hurt the guy. And then we've got a nice little tunnel here, which leads to the next bit. So we've got some houses integrated into the literal mountain itself. And as you can see, there's some nice little furniture for the villagers here in case they want to have a little relaxation. Other than that, I think that's it for the mountain village. I'm actually planning to try and make some extensions here, so they've got some more stuff like they're able to use the wood, perhaps. I want to make this a bit realistic. Right, what else is there? Here we go. This is a recent addition which I'm planning to add into hopefully another episode if I can convince Brandon. But this is what I imagine being like a ruined castle or a temple or something. And I like to think there's an old base of operations for Rootus. I won't open the chest because there's going to be a spoiler in there, hopefully, for a future episode. Oh, stepped in lava. Nice fallen tree there. Tried to use this one for inspiration, even though I had to break a couple of leaves to work on it. Right. What else is there? Right. I think there's also a couple bits around this part, which I think you guys might be interested in looking at. So first off, we have a dam that I started building and Brandon helped me finish, which was very grateful of him. Then some more sugarcane growing for some reason. I'm thinking of maybe expanding some more stuff around here. I'm not entirely sure. Here we go. Now to some stuff that you've actually seen in the series. Well, that we've used for sets, really. So here is the abandoned pumpkin patch, which I think Brandon built artificially. Yeah, sorry, not everything is as it seems from the series, but, you know. Right. So yeah, abandoned pumpkin patch. This is where Rootus was born, you could say. Right, and if we go around to this area, I think we will find Rootus's base of operations. Again, still winging it, so I don't entirely remember where Rootus's base is. I think it's around here somewhere. Oh, here we go, it's around here. I was looking at the wrong mountain. Right, so this is from another episode that Brandon and I had a look at. Or, well, that Brandon and I... Never mind. So this is from an episode where Brandon and I actually discovered Rutus's castle. So I started building it, and then Brandon helped me finish it. So kind of like the dam, and yeah, I'm proud of how it turned out. What we envisioned was like the castle actually being built into one of the mountains. And then we've got a little entrance bit here. I do wish that we could have had a drawbridge here, but Minecraft physics. So there's that. Right. Right. Let's head back to the farm. I've been trying to convince Brandon perhaps we can add some stuff onto the mountain here. That is, if we get some of the materials. But I think that's very much it. I think. Now, I was going to plan on giving you a tour of what's inside Brandon's house, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's my place. You know what? Screw it. I will give you a tour. So I'm kind of impressed that Brandon was able to get stone bricks. At the time we were playing in survival, like we did read. Again, only creative in case of emergencies. And like we don't want to break the reality for viewers, which I think is what I'm doing right now. So we've got some stairs here. There's a large chest underneath the stairs, giving you some Harry Potter vibes. No idea why. Then Brandon's got a bit more storage here. This is, I think, Brandon's room. I think it needs a bit more decoration and some paintings. Right. And then we head into the attic, which Brandon built. I actually helped him. I think I helped him with a couple of things. I think I helped him put the chest down as well. So here, Heart of the Sea. Don't know what that's doing in here, Brandon. If you put that then creative, that's cheating. That's critical. Now, most of these chests are empty, but if I remember correctly, Iron Sword and Matrix of Leadership. So there's that. Brandon, if you are watching, I'm sorry I've broken the reality for viewers, but I wanted to do a Minecraft video. I think that's it. Right, I'm not going to do my outro here because this is Brandon's house, not mine. But yeah, I think that's very much it. Right, I will go to my house. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I think this has been very fun. I'm still kind of used to this. Say goodbye, dogs. Nothing? Oh, okay. Well done, Tommy. Good boy. Huh, they're all looking at me. Right, I think that's going to very much do it from the set of Minecraft Refresh. Sound like an actor. Well, I did do GCSE drama, so there is that. Right, thanks for watching, and I will sign off. Goodbye.